Good day, crafters. Have you ever been in the craft and just wonder, how can I make this a little more dangerous with monsters or maybe elements perhaps? Well, Danger Dan, I got your answers. Not like Sway though. I'm going to be bringing you 10 dangerous Minecraft mods. Coming in at number 10, Deadly Monsters. If the monsters in vanilla Minecraft aren't cutting it, the monsters in Deadly Monsters definitely will. And by it, I mean you, because these definitely aren't vanilla monsters, and you're definitely nothing. I mean, you're really nothing to object to them. You're just an object. You're food. You are what these monsters, when they see in creative mode, and they go for the food section, you know, in the creative inventory menu. Yeah. In addition to the monsters, these mods also add fortification blocks that you can use to defend yourself. Mutant Steve, Unborn Baby, Climber, Entrail, Freezer, Falling Ladder, Bloody Maiden, Zombie Chicken, Present, and a Stranger. I really tried to hammer in the danger of these monsters in hopes that you'll hammer in some fortification for your base, as if we need deadly mobs. Like, come on, seriously guys, you go on and take on these deadly mobs, I dare you. Coming in at number 9, Mouzy Mobs. Now, we've talked about this before and definitely it has to come back to the list. Mouzy Mobs adds several very different new mobs to the game. These mobs include giant ice monsters, sumo wrestler knights, flying poison breath dragons. Yep, and you know, I love me some dragons, but a poison breathing one, right? Like, nah, cuz you can't just breathe fire and just to light my way. Jeez, but I saved something about dragons later, okay? Now, while most of these mobs are deadly, some of them are nice and easy to find, so you'll get breaks from all the shenanigans. One mob even drops diamonds, but I'm not gonna ruin it. I will tell you though, you have to be faster than it to get to them, because Mouzy's diamond mob does not want to lose their diamonds. Coming in at number 8, Rough Mobs 2. Rough Mobs 2 contains several features that make vanilla mobs significantly harder, or rougher, I should say. You'll have a rougher time with these rough mobs because, yeah, they will rough you up. You know what I'm saying? Let me at them, let me at them. I'm telling you, they're just nasty, right? Not dirt though, they're not dirt nasty. These features include thieving endermen, invisible creepers, and gruesome spiders, as much as I hate the spiders. Proceed with caution. Zombies spawn with random enchanted armor and weapons. You can add or remove them from the config file, but they will jump at you. And they also have a chance of riding a zombie horse, right? Crazy. And also, if they hit you, they apply the hunger effects to their target. The effects stack up to level 4 on continuous hits. So they also have an increased knockback resistance of 30 max HP instead of a 20 max HP. And now, break it down to they can also break certain configured blocks, right? Skeletons shoot a bit faster now. Skeletons in the nether will always become wither skeletons on spawn. Wither skeletons spawns now everywhere in the nether. Creepers become invisible when they are near a player. They're a lot faster now. Explosion radiuses are a lot bigger. Creepers will burn in the sunlight, and creepers explode if they are burning. Yeah, talk about stressful, right? Do not combine the last two features together unless you want a crazy ton of destruction. That is just to name a few. There is so much more mobs that I'd even get into. I didn't even want to talk about the spiders. I'm not going there. Coming in at number 7, Dungeon Mobs Reborn. Picture a fighting monster. Now imagine fighting a monster that has been to prison. The mobs that the Dungeon Mob Reborn adds are definitely nothing like your typical monsters. Taken straight from the dungeons of hell, these things will have you wishing that they are still locked up somewhere. Call Akon, because those mobs are steady trying to find a motive, you know? But this mod adds custom monsters that will burn you, storm you with arrows, inflict you with poison effects, and so much more. The one thing that all of them have in common is how intimidating they are. Them dungeon creepers can stay where they sleep. I'm telling you, it's just something about the dark or the hellish mobs that I just cannot fathom. Coming in at number 6, Zombie Awareness. Many players would agree on zombies being one of those mobs in Minecraft that are like, really bruh? Like, really? But using zombie awareness mod, crafters can make zombies a real threat in their lives, more like a threat to the society. Enhanced zombies are attracted to light, sound, and blood sense dropped by a player when they are hurt. This mod gives intelligence to the otherwise not so smart zombies, not making them so dumb anymore. On top, they can break down doors. Like, you're really not safe with this zombie awareness. Imagine you had a crawling zombies in this one, okay? Your simple walking turns into ankle scratching, not biting like the baby zombies. They were bad enough. You have the crawlers just scratching at your ankles. Midway through, coming in at number 5, Ice and Fire Dragons. You better stock up on more arrows than the superhero Arrow himself, because all of these dragons added with this mod is incredibly powerful. I told you guys we're going to be talking about dragons. Fire dragons spit more fire and fame in the booth than that underground rapper you went to school with pitching that get rich quick scheme, okay? Which, to be fair, it did sound impressive, but where are they now? They ain't rich, I tell you, unless you're one of them lucky ones. But come on, my self-esteem would take a hit if I tried to fight one of these virtual fire breathing monsters, so I definitely do not want to fight a real one. As much as I love dragons, the ice dragon, on the other hand, will use their mouths to freeze you to death, which I'm not a fan of the cold, but ice breathing, be cold. There's also lightning dragons. They're basically Zeus in a dragon form, breathing lightning down their necks of whoever is below them. And you better check this, okay? You think you can tame these beasts? Yeah, well, good luck trying to do that, okay? Coming in at number 4, Escape and Run Parasites. Escape and Run Parasites mod turns Minecraft into a world plagued with parasites. These parasites can affect common mobs like cows, sheep, pigs, and then spread before the players notice. These affected mobs can learn from their past battles, and over time will learn new ways to attack players. Infected mobs will also merge and mutate into monstrosities out of this world. These are like self-learning mobs, and even worse. Y'all remember when I spoke about the egg that grew all over Dream Server? Well, yeah, this is a whole new level, okay? The fact that it's kind of like COVID that turned everyone and everything into bloodsuckers, but in the craft world. Listen, I own a dog, okay? And the thought of him catching a parasite that would infect him and influence him to become more aggressive, he's already a Roddy German Shepherd mix, alright? Nah, fam, I will pass. Coming in at number 3, Nightmare Creatures mod. Now, this is not the type of mod you want to play before you go to bed, but I mean, then again, that's usually when I be playing my games, and if it's definitely not a weekend, I'm definitely playing early, right? But Nightmare Creature mods, they add several new monsters which can only be hurt with fire. So get your Human Torch vibe on and flame up, because this mod, it definitely takes inspirations from Dark Souls, Insidious, Dying Light, and other games, and it probably shares the same intention as its idols, to scare the pants off you. Let's be fair though, I haven't even dabbled with the Elden Scrolls. That sounds kind of stressful, and if I could speak candidly, I gotta play on hard all the time. I'm just trying to chill, dog. Honestly, don't even bother crafting leg armor. If you're gonna install this mod, you're insane in the membrane. You can tame some of these nightmare creatures too. Lucid dreaming is one way to conquer your nightmares. I guess domesticating them is another. Damn. Coming in at number 2, Scaling Health. Scaling Health aims to balance out mod packs by allowing players, mobs, or both to gain extra health. Or players can start with less health if that is what you want. This mod is highly configurable. This mod starts as an unofficial port of Difficult Life, a mod personally a lot of people love playing with. Eventually, the mod got rebuilt from the ground up, fixing bugs, adding more config options, and widening the scope of the mod to include players who needed a more easier experience, not just a harder one though. The difficulty system is a very never friendly server. Unlike the system used in Difficult Life, a difficult value is tracked for each player, but by default, this increases slowly over time. You can set the mod to increase/decrease difficulty when players kill certain types of mobs, or when the player dies. You can set difficulty to reset certain intervals, like every week. Players' difficulty usually is used to calculate difficulty when spawning mobs. But some modes use other methods. The starting and maximum difficulty levels and the amount added each second are configurable. Like I said, by default, idle players immaculate difficulty more slowly. The difficulty value will determine how much extra health mobs have. Mobs will also gain bonus attack damage and poison effects. Higher difficulty values also increase the chance of mobs spawning as blights. Yes, this one, like I said, it makes your game really tough, and this one is up to you to do it. Coming in at number 1, we're finally here, progressive difficulty. Yeah, it kind of sounds like it's the same, but no, this one is totally different. Progressive difficulty is an old Minecraft mod. The mod's goal is to provide a less flat difficulty curve while being as configurable as possible for the user or mod pack maker. The way that this is achieved though is through applying difficulty modifiers to mobs that spawn on a basic configurable difficulty controllers. I know it sounds like a lot of difficult, it's crazy, right? Through configuration, the mod could cause only charged creepers to spawn, all mobs to have speed or resistance, or allow players to play in peaceful mode until certain conditions were met, which adds a dramatic twist to the game, and I honestly like that twist. You can allow a slow build up from difficulty, like I said, day over day, or until the world is filled with invincible zombies, or make them spawn in depths and cave systems, turning your cave experience to really seem like you're traveling in the depths of hell. They sound similar, I'm telling you, but there's a lot of difference between this one and number 2. Fact check me if I'm wrong. And there you have it, crafters, top dangerous mods. And like I said, I may be biased sometimes, but these are the list, people. I hope you're enjoying our content, and if so, let us know down low. And as for Wise Man once told me, you gotta champion those who champion you. Crafting J is outie.